that is equal to a 0 matrix. So that's why this is 0, a cube into 0 plus a into 0 plus a square plus a plus I, that is equal to a square plus a plus I. So this is a square 2 1 1 0 1 0. Find a square 2 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 2 2 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 2. So now this is matrix multiplication that you should know. Plus a plus a plus I. So when you multiply these two matrices, finally you will get this matrix, right? It's quite easy to solve. Okay, I left out for you all the students. So just multiply this two matrix, and then addition of the three matrices is quite very easy, right? Just you have to add each and every element, right? So it's quite easy to solve. So this is a matrix, we get 8 5 5 0 3 0 5 5 8. So here is the complete the solution of this question. Next is question 5c. Find the change of variable that reduce the quadratic form 2x1 square plus 2x2 square minus 2x1 x2 to a sum of squares and express the quadratic form in term of the new variables. So the matrix of the given quadratic form, the x1 square and x2 square, the coefficient of x1 square and x2 square is here 2 2, and then minus 1 minus 1, right? Minus 2 divided by 2, so that is minus 1 minus 1. The characteristic equation of A is determinant of A minus lambda I. So 2 minus lambda minus 1 minus 1 2 minus lambda, that is equal to 0. To solve this determinant, it's quite easy. 2 minus lambda square minus 1, that is equal to 0. You will get lambda square minus 4 lambda plus 3 is equal to 0, and from this equation we get lambda minus minus 1 lambda minus 3 is equal to 0. So the eigenvalues of A are 1 and 3. The eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 1. Again we have to find eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 1, given by A minus lambda I into x, that is A minus lambda, A minus, put lambda is equal to 1 in this equation, so you get A minus I into x, that is equal to 0. So 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 x1 x2, that is equal to 0 0. x1 minus x2 is equal to 0, and minus x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. Hence 1 1 is the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 1. So the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3. Now we have to find eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3. Put A in this equation, A minus lambda into x is equal to 0. You have to put lambda is equal to 3. Okay, so lambda minus 3i, A minus 3i, right? A minus 3i into x, that is equal to 0. What is our A? This is our A, right? So A minus 3i, that means we have to add minus 3 in the main diagonal entries. 2 minus 3 2 minus 3, you will get minus 1 here, and already we have minus 1. So whole matrix is only the one element, that is minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1, right? So from this equation you will get only one equation, minus x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Take x2 is equal to 1, so take x2 is equal to minus 1, so you will get x1 is equal to 1. So 1 minus 1 is the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3, and 1 1 is the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 1, right? So here is our matrix P. First of all we have to normalize this to eigenvector 1 1. How we normalize? Divided by its norm. What is norm of the vector? Under root 1 square plus 1 square, that is under root 2. So we have to divide it by norm of the vector, so that is 1 by root 2 1 by root 2, and then 1 minus 1, again 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. So these vectors are orthonormal vectors. We take P is equal to 1 by root 2 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. These vectors are orthonormal vectors. We take P is equal to 1 by root 2 1 by root 2 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2, which is an orthonormal gonal matrix, and P inverse, that is exactly P transpose, and now P inverse AP, that can be expressed as P transpose A into P, and that is equal to 1003. So the change of variable is given by x is equal to py, where x1 x2 by y is equal to y1 y2. Okay, and then 2x1 square plus 2x2 square minus 2x1 x2, that is equal to x transpose ax, that is equal to x transpose x is equal to we use here x is right. So py transpose into a, x is py. So using the properties of transpose, we know that AB in bracket AB transpose, that can be expressed as B transpose into A transpose. So we use that property, we get Y transpose A transpose Y transpose P transpose A P Y, and this P transpose AP, that is a diagonal matrix D. So we can write Y transpose dy, that is exactly y1 square plus 3 y2 square. Okay, so here is a complete question number 5, and this is question number 5a, or right, find an orthogonal matrix P that diagonalizes A 2 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 2 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 2. So here almost the same type of question which already question number 5a we solve it. So the characteristic equation of A is given by determinant of A minus lambda I into x, determinant of A minus lambda I, that is equal to 0. So in main diagonal entries we have to add 2 minus lambda, so 2 minus lambda minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 2 minus lambda minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 2 minus lambda, that is equal to 0. Now you can see how to solve this determinant. 2 minus lambda, then 2 minus lambda into 2 minus lambda, that is 2 minus lambda square minus 1 plus 1 into minus 1 into 2 minus lambda, so that is lambda minus 2, and then minus 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1, and then 1 minus 1 into 1 plus 2 minus lambda, that is equal to 0. So 2 minus lambda to lambda square minus 4 lambda plus 3 plus lambda minus 3 plus lambda minus 3, that is equal to 0. So finally we get lambda square, lambda cube minus 6 lambda square plus 9 lambda, that is equal to 0. Lambda will be common, so lambda minus 3 whole square, that is equal to 0. So the eigenvalues of A are 0 3 3. Okay, so the eigenvalues of A are 0 3 3. The eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda is given by the matrix equation A minus lambda I into x is equal to 0. So 2 minus lambda, this is our matrix A minus lambda I into x, that is equal to 0. So 2 minus lambda minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 2 minus lambda minus 1 and minus 1 minus 1 2 minus lambda, put lambda is equal to 0 in this matrix. So minus 2 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 2 minus 1 and minus 1 minus 1 2 into x1 x2 x3, that is equal to 0 0 0. Again we have to convert this matrix into a row echelon form, so that's why we rearrange, we interchange the first and second row, R12, that is our first process. So the second row become first and first row become second now. Minus 1 2 minus 1 2 minus 1 minus 1 is equal to minus 1 minus 1 2 x1 x2 x3, that is equal to 0 0 0. So minus 1 2 minus 1. Next process is we have to multiply the first row with 2 and add into the second row. So minus 1 2 minus 1 as it is, the multiply first row with 2 and add into the second row, we get 0 3 minus 3 and then 0 minus 3 3. Again we have to multiply the first row with minus 1 and add into the third row, so we get 0 minus 3 3, and then multiply second row with 1 and add into the third row, so we get 0 0 0. So this is matrix in row echelon form matrix, because this is our leading entry, below that leading entry we already 0. In second row this is our leading entry, below that leading entry we 0 here, right? So minus x1 plus 2x2 minus x3, that is equal to 0. 3x2 minus 3x3, that is equal to 0. Let x3 is equal to t and x2 is equal to t. Put in the third column we don't have any leading entry, so take x3 is equal to t. Put the value of x3 is equal to t here, so we get x2 is equal to t and x1 is equal to t. So hence the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 0 is 1 1 1. Okay, now take lambda is equal to 3 in equation 1, we get, put lambda is equal to 3 in this equation, we get minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. In whole matrix become only the one element, that is minus 1. Okay, it's quite easy to understand. Then convert into a row echelon form, we multiply first row with minus 1 and add into the second and third row, so the second and third row become 0. So we get only the one equation, which is x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 0. When we multiply first row with minus 1, we get 1 1 1, and from that 1 1 1 element we get this equation x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 0. So the second and third column does not have any leading entry, so that's why we take x2 is equal to minus t, take x2 is equal to minus t and x3 is equal to minus s, we get x1 is equal to t plus s. So we get two eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3. So the first eigenvector is the coefficient of t in x1 x2 x3, which is 1 minus 1 minus 1, sorry 1 minus 1 0. You can see the coefficient of t in the x1 x2 x3, that is 1 minus 1 0, and the coefficient of s in x1 x2 x3, that is 1 0 minus 1. So this is the two vectors which is eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3. So we get three eigenvectors, one is corresponding to lambda is equal to 1 and 2 is eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3. So now these three eigenvectors are not orthogonal. We have to convert this three eigenvector into orthogonal eigenvectors. Okay, and for that we have to use Gram-Schmidt process. You know that any basis vectors, if you want to convert into an orthogonal basis vector, we have to use Gram-Schmidt process, and that is very well known process to convert any basis vectors into an orthogonal basis vectors. So let's try to understand how we convert these three vectors into a orthogonal basis vectors. So this is a u1 u2 u3, where u1 is the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 1 and u2 and u3 are a eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3. So first of all take v1 is equal to u1. Now we find v1 v2 v3, and then v1 v2 v3 are eigenvector corresponding to lambda is v1 v2 v3 are orthogonal eigenvectors. So here v1 is equal to u1, that is equal to 1 1 1. Here is a formula to find v2. v2 is equal to u2 minus inner product u2 v1 upon norm v1 square into v1. Now what is inner product u2 v1? This is our u2 and this is our v1. That means simply dot product, right? Using Euclidean inner product u2 v1, that is simply dot product, that is 1 into 1 1 minus 1 into 1 minus 1 and 1 into 0 0. So that is 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. Okay, so u2 minus inner product u2 v1 upon norm v1 square, that into v1, that is equal to 1 minus 1 0 minus 0 into 3 into v1. So same we get v2 is equal to u2 1 minus 1 0. This is a formula for v3. v3 is equal to u3 minus inner product u3 v1 upon norm v1 square into v1 minus inner product u3 v2 upon norm v2 square into v2. So 1 0 minus 1 minus 0 minus 1 by 2 v2 square, because this term we already become 0, because you can see v3 v2 u3 v2. So this is our u3 and this is our v2 v1, sorry, u3 v1. So 1 0 minus 1 dot product of 1 1 1. So 1 0 minus 1 1 minus 1, you will get 0. This is u3 v2, 1 0 minus 1 into 1 minus 1 0. So you will get 1 0 0. So 1. So that inner product u3 v2 is 1. Norm v2 square, that is under root 2, under root 1 plus norm v2 square, that is 1 square plus minus square plus 0 square, so that is 2. So norm v2 square is 2. So this is 1, this is 2. 1 by 2 into v1 v2, 1 by 2 into v2. So 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1 0, you will get 1 by 2, 1 by 2 minus 1. So 1 0 minus 1 into minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Okay, so finally you will get this 3 eigen eigenvector which is orthogonal. And to convert orthonormal basis vector, again we have to divide it by all of its by its norm. So you get 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, then divided v2 by its norm, that is root 2 is a norm of this v2. So 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 0, and then the norm of this vector, it's quite interesting. Okay, norm of this matrix vector is under root 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1, so that is 2 by 8, that is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that is 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 2, under root 3 by 2. Okay, so definitely we have to divide it by under root 3 by 2 of this its vector. So you finally we get 1 by root 6, 1 by root 6 and minus 2 by root 6. Taking this vectors as column, we obtain the orthogonal matrix: 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 0, 1 by root 6, 1 by root 6, 2 by root 6. Okay, and the next example, find the least square solution of the linear system Ax is equal to b, given by x1 plus x2 is equal to 7, minus x1 plus x2 is equal to 0, minus x1 plus 2x2 is equal to minus 7. Find the orthogonal projection of the b on the column space of A.